Over the last 15 years, executive producer Dave Broom created and produced hundreds of hours for primetime network and cable series, including the hit show The Biggest Loser and Ryan Seacrest America's Top 40 Awards. Dave's current project premieres tonight on CBS and News Channel 5. It's called The Briefcase. Take a look at this clip.
This decision has nothing to do with me. It has to do with my family, my girls. That's what makes it hard. But I want them to look at me when they grow older and say, "I'm proud of you." Hey.
You okay?
No.
The creator and the executive producer of The Briefcase, Dave Broom, joins us now. And we welcome you to Nashville and Talk of the Town. You doing all right today?
I love your town, Leland. Thanks. Nashville is one heck of a city.
Oh, well, super. Thank you. Next time you're in town, come talk to us in studio. We'd love to have you here.
I'd love to do that.
Hey,
That'd be fun.
If you will, tell me about the premise of The Briefcase, because at first I'm thinking it's part game show, but the way I look at this clip here, it's more reality, but you're changing people's lives. So if you will, tell me the premise behind The Briefcase.
Yeah, it's not a game show. It's not a contest. These are not contestants. It's the furthest thing from the truth. It might be the most real, raw reality show put on network television. And it's a very inspirational, aspirational series. The concept deals with values and what matters most in our life. And the idea came to me because I like making transformational television. I like making shows that make you feel good. But it's a struggle, and this is an emotional show. I show up as the executive producer into a middle-class family's home with a briefcase. They open it up and there's $101,000 cash inside. Along with the money comes a decision that I tell them they have to make. They can keep all of it, some of it, or in fact none of it. I mean, whatever they decide that they might not want to keep is going to go help another family who also needs money. But what they don't know at that time is that the other family that they're thinking about giving the money to was also given a briefcase with $101,000 cash, and both families are actually deciding on whether to share any money with each other. But I'll tell you, Leland, the show has so little to do with money, believe it or not. It's got everything to do with just faith in humanity and the spirit and what matters most. And I think that's what the audience is really going to find. And
seems very emotional just in this short clip here that with this particular decision, seems like there's a lot of emotion that comes out in this process.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotion. It's a roller coaster ride. And I will tell you, as an audience, you're going to sit there because we've all had that dream of scratching that lottery ticket off and seeing $100,000 pop up. But now there's a decision to make along with that. So you're going to really, as an audience, be immersed into that decision. You're going to sit there and you're going to want to figure out, what would you do? You'll turn to your husband or your wife and go, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah.
And it is a tearjerker, but it is also a very feel-good show.
All right, so from the families that you've worked with so far, what's been the biggest eye-opener at this point?
I think the biggest eye-opener for me is that it really should have been a surprise what the spirit of what any of these families did. Is that, you know, every single day in America, middle-class families are making sacrifices. And it wouldn't matter if I showed up with $101,000 in a briefcase or just popped in on their life to see what they were doing. They're doing this every single day. And that's the heart and the spirit of our country, and that's what I think makes our country so wonderful. And I think that was the surprise. It should not have been a surprise to me. That's what I took away from it. That's what I learned. That's how my life is going to be affected.
Yeah. And
I think the audience, you know, in your wonderful city in Nashville, the residents and the people are going to understand exactly what these families are going through because they're dealing with it themselves every single day.
Well, it looks like a fantastic show. Can't wait to see it. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, Leland. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Don't miss the premiere of The Briefcase tonight at 7 right here on News Channel 5.